Hello, dear friends, and welcome to Seniors Vitality Hub, the place where we talk gently and honestly about staying healthy, active, and full of life in our golden years. Today's video is a little different and very important. We'll talk about 6 common vegetables, 3 that can truly support your health and help you feel better day by day, and 3 others that might secretly be doing more harm than good, especially for seniors. Yes, not all vegetables are good for everyone. Some may raise your blood pressure, upset your stomach, or even make joint pain worse. But don't worry, I'll explain everything clearly, and you'll know exactly what to look out for and what to enjoy with confidence. Before we begin, I'd love to hear from you. Please write a comment below with your age and where you're watching from. It's always heartwarming to know who's sitting with us learning and growing together. Now let's start with a vegetable that's full of color and full of kindness for your heart. Have you ever sat outside in the morning with a warm cup of tea, listening to the birds, feeling the peaceful rhythm of the world? That calm, steady feeling, that's how your blood should move through your body. Smooth, gentle, and without pressure. And one humble vegetable that helps keep things flowing that way is the beet. Beets have been part of simple home meals for many generations. Maybe you remember them from your childhood. Those deep red slices on the plate, a little sweet, sometimes pickled, sometimes warm from the pot. But behind that earthy taste, there's a kind of quiet power. Beets naturally support circulation. That means they help your blood move more freely through your veins and arteries. As we age, our blood vessels can get a little stiff or narrow. That makes it harder for the heart to do its job and can lead to high blood pressure. But beets contain natural compounds that help those vessels relax and open gently, almost like giving your heart a little extra room to breathe. You don't need to remember any difficult terms. Just think of beets as soft helpers for your heart. They gently ease the pressure inside, helping blood move more easily and with less effort. If you sometimes feel tired, have cold hands or feet, or get lightheaded when standing up, it might be a sign that your blood isn't circulating as well as it should. Beets can help here too. They support how oxygen moves through your blood, giving your brain and muscles a little extra energy to feel awake and steady. Beets also support your liver, the part of your body that quietly filters out the things you don't need. A well-working liver gives you more energy, helps your skin look clearer, and can even improve your digestion. So how can you enjoy beets? You don't have to change your whole diet. Just a few slices of boiled or roasted beets with lunch or dinner. A couple of times a week can be enough. Grated raw beets in a salad are lovely too. And for those who enjoy smoothies, a small piece of raw beet blended with apple or carrot makes a refreshing and sweet drink. Beets are naturally sweet, so they can also help reduce sugar cravings. And they're full of fiber, which gently supports your digestion. Now here's something many people notice. After eating beets, your urine might turn pink or red. This can look surprising, but it's completely normal. It's just the color of the beet passing through your body. A small word of caution. If you've ever had kidney stones or have kidney issues, beets might not be the best choice every day. They contain natural substances that can build up in some sensitive kidneys. So it's always a good idea to check with your doctor if you're unsure. For most people, though, beets are one of nature's quietest healers. They don't work overnight. They support your body gently week by week, helping your heart, your blood, and your energy stay strong. Your body has a deep wisdom. Sometimes it just needs the right foods to help it do what it already knows how to do. Let's take a moment to talk about a vegetable that many people enjoy, but not everyone should, especially if you're over 60. It's colorful, it looks healthy, and it shows up in all kinds of recipes from stuffed dishes to stews. I'm talking about eggplant, also called aubergine. Now, you might be surprised to hear that eggplant is on our list of vegetables that aren't always as healthy as they seem. After all, it's a plant. It's not sugary, it's low in calories. So, what could be the problem? The truth is, eggplant can be tricky for older adults. While it does have some nutrients, it also contains natural chemicals that may not agree with certain bodies, especially those dealing with joint pain, sensitive digestion, or inflammation. Let me explain gently. Eggplant belongs to a plant group called nightshades. This group also includes tomatoes, peppers, and white potatoes. These vegetables aren't bad in themselves, but they contain substances that can cause issues in sensitive people. For example, many folks with arthritis or chronic pain find that their symptoms get worse after eating nightshades, especially eggplant. It's not just in your head. Eggplants contain a compound that in some people can irritate the joints. It's as if the body thinks something is wrong and sends out a little alarm, causing stiffness, swelling, or even pain. If you've ever eaten a delicious dish with eggplant and then felt more ache in your hands or knees the next day, that could be why. It's not just about arthritis either. Eggplant can also be hard on the digestive system. The skin is a bit tough, and the flesh, though soft when cooked, can still be difficult to break down. For some seniors, this leads to bloating, gas, or that heavy feeling in the stomach after a meal. Another issue with eggplant is how it's usually prepared. Eggplant is like a sponge. It soaks up oil like no other vegetable. Think about eggplant parmesan, deep-fried eggplant slices, or eggplant in oily stir-fries. What starts as a healthy-looking veggie ends up loaded with fats that are hard on the heart and hard to digest. Over time, eating too many of these oily meals can raise cholesterol, upset the stomach, or lead to unwanted weight gain. So what can you do? First, listen to your body. If you often eat eggplant and also struggle with joint pain, stiff fingers, or gut discomfort, try removing it from your meals for just 2 or 3 weeks. Then add it back in once and see how you feel over the next day or two. That simple test can teach you a lot. Sometimes we don't realize how food is affecting us until we take a little break. If you do want to keep eggplant in your diet occasionally, here are a few safe tips. Always cook it thoroughly. Never eat eggplant raw. It can be bitter and harsh on the stomach. Avoid frying. Try baking, roasting, or steaming it instead. This keeps it lighter and easier on your heart. Peel the skin if you have trouble digesting it. The skin contains much of the compound that causes irritation. Use eggplant in small amounts, mixed with calming, gentle foods like brown rice, lentils, or steamed greens. And of course, talk with your doctor if you're unsure, especially if you already have arthritis or kidney problems. Everyone's body is a little different, and what bothers one person may be just fine for another. But knowledge gives you the power to choose what's right for you. It's also helpful to pay attention to how you feel after meals. Keep a little notebook or just take a mental note. Did a certain food leave you feeling tired, stiff, or uncomfortable? Or did you feel light, clear, and full of energy? Over time, you'll begin to see patterns, and that can be more useful than any label or diet. Eggplant may look beautiful. Its deep purple color, its firm shape, the way it fills a meal. But for some people, it's not the gentle friend it appears to be. And that's okay. Health isn't about forcing one rule on everyone. It's about understanding what works for your body, your joints, your stomach, your heart. So if you love eggplant and it treats you well, enjoy it in small and simple ways. But if you suspect it might be making things worse, there's no harm in stepping back. The best foods are the ones that leave you feeling better after you eat them, not worse. Up next, we'll return to a true healing vegetable. It's light, crunchy, and packed with quiet strength. A green you can rely on to support your bones, your muscles, and your calm. Let's imagine a quiet garden in the early morning. The air is cool, the soil is damp, and a group of small green trees, broccoli, stands tall, ready to nourish. Yes, broccoli may look like tiny trees, but don't let its simple appearance fool you. Inside, it holds powerful gifts, especially for those of us in our 60s, 70s, and beyond. Broccoli is one of the best vegetables you can eat to protect your bones, keep your muscles strong, and support your overall energy. And here's why. As we age, our bodies slowly lose bone mass. This can lead to fragile bones, back pain, and in many cases, falls or breaks that take a long time to heal. We often hear about calcium and dairy, but not everyone can handle milk or cheese anymore. That's where broccoli steps in. It's a plant-based source of calcium that's easier to digest and kinder on the stomach. But broccoli doesn't just carry calcium. It also contains vitamin K, a quiet but powerful nutrient that helps your body use calcium correctly. It's like having both the bricks and the blueprint to build strong bones. Even more, broccoli is rich in fiber, which supports gentle, regular digestion. That's something many of us struggle with over the years. A bit of steamed broccoli with Lunch or dinner can help keep everything moving without needing harsh remedies. And here's something many people don't know. Broccoli supports your immune system too. As we grow older, it becomes easier to catch colds or infections. But broccoli contains antioxidants like vitamin C and others that help your body fight back, quietly and naturally. Have you ever felt unusually tired, even after sleeping well? That can sometimes be due to inflammation in the body, a kind of silent swelling inside. Broccoli helps calm that inflammation. It gently reduces the stress inside your cells, making you feel a little lighter and clearer day by day. Now let's talk about how to enjoy broccoli without making it a burden. First, don't overcook it. When broccoli is boiled too long, it becomes mushy and loses many of its nutrients. Instead, steam it lightly until it's still bright green and just tender. You can also roast it with a little olive oil in the oven, which gives it a lovely, crispy edge. If chewing is a challenge, broccoli can be blended into soups. Just cook it with some potatoes or carrots and blend until smooth. You'll get the benefits without needing to bite or chew hard pieces. A small serving, about half a cup, a few times a week, is enough to feel its steady support. You don't have to eat it every day, and you certainly don't have to eat it plain. A squeeze of lemon or a sprinkle of herbs can make all the difference. Some people worry about gas or bloating from broccoli. That can happen, especially if your digestion is a little slower. In that case, start with smaller amounts, or try it cooked very gently. Avoid eating it raw if you have stomach troubles. Cooking makes it softer on your belly. Broccoli is also one of those vegetables that works well with almost everything: rice, pasta, soups, fish, even eggs. It blends in quietly, never stealing the spotlight, but always doing its job. What makes broccoli special is its balance. It doesn't just help one part of the body. It helps many: bones, muscles, digestion, immunity, all in one bite. So if you're looking for a simple, green way to keep moving, to feel a little stronger when you get out of bed, or to protect your body gently as the years go by, broccoli might be just what you need. Your body is always doing its best to take care of you. And with foods like broccoli, you give it the support it quietly asks for. It's golden, sweet, and familiar. For many of us, corn brings back memories of summer meals, buttery cobs at family gatherings, or a warm bowl of corn soup on a chilly day. But today, I want to gently talk about why corn, though loved by many, might not be the best choice for everyone, especially as we grow older. Now first, let me say this: corn isn't poison. It's not bad in the way junk food is, but it's important to understand how it works in the body and what it might be doing to your blood sugar, digestion, and even your joints over time. Corn is very high in natural starch, which acts like sugar once it's inside your body. That means when you eat corn, especially things like corn on the cob, creamed corn, or cornmeal, your body quickly turns it into glucose, or sugar. And that sudden sugar rush can spike your blood sugar levels, just like candy or white bread. For older adults, especially those with type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or weight gain around the belly, this can be a real problem. Spikes in blood sugar can leave you feeling tired, foggy, or hungry again soon after eating. Over time, they can also increase inflammation, the silent swelling inside the body that leads to pain, stiffness, and disease. Even for those without diabetes, eating too much corn can cause issues. It's often digested very quickly, leaving you hungry again not long after. That can lead to overeating or cravings for more sugary foods later in the day. Another concern: corn is hard on digestion. Many people find that corn doesn't fully break down in their system. It can sit in the stomach, cause gas or bloating, and even pass through the body almost unchanged. That's because corn's outer shell is made of a tough plant fiber that's hard for our bodies to digest, especially for seniors with slower metabolism. Corn is also one of the most common crops sprayed with chemicals and pesticides. Unless it's organic, much of the corn found in stores is heavily treated during growth. For sensitive people, this may cause unwanted reactions, from headaches to joint swelling or skin flare-ups. Now, let's not forget about processed corn. Things like cornflakes, cornbread, tortilla chips, and popcorn with flavorings. These foods are everywhere, and they're often high in salt, sugar, or refined oils. While they may seem like light snacks, they can actually increase inflammation, raise your blood pressure, and slow down your digestion. So what can you do? First, try reducing how often you eat corn, especially in processed forms. Instead of having corn every day, enjoy it just once or twice a week. Choose small portions and pair it with healthy fats or fiber-rich vegetables like spinach, beans, or cabbage. This helps slow down how your body absorbs the sugar from corn and keeps you fuller longer. If you love corn on the cob, try eating just half an ear instead of a whole one, and always chew it very well. This helps your body digest it more easily. Avoid sweetened corn products like corn syrup or creamed corn from a can. These are often full of added sugar and hidden sodium. And if you notice that corn makes you feel bloated, achy, or tired after eating, it's okay to take a break from it entirely. There's no harm in listening to your body and making changes that help you feel better. You might be wondering, but I've eaten corn my whole life and I've always been fine. And that's true for many people, but our bodies change with age. What worked for us at 30 doesn't always feel good at 70. It's not about giving things up. It's about adjusting so that we can continue to feel well and live with ease. The end, corn isn't evil, but it may not be the gentle friend your body needs anymore. There are other grains and vegetables that offer more nutrition, fewer blood sugar swings, and less stress on your belly. Foods like quinoa, sweet potato, or steamed greens can often take the place of corn in a meal and leave you feeling lighter, clearer, and more balanced, because what matters most is how you feel after you eat. Does the food give you comfort and energy, or does it leave you tired and swollen? You deserve meals that heal, not meals that harm. Picture a basket of fresh carrots pulled from the earth, still a little dusty with leafy green tops. They're not flashy or trendy, but carrots are one of those quiet, steady foods that can do so much good, especially as we age. Carrots are bright, sweet, and familiar, but beyond the taste and crunch, they carry deep nourishment for your eyes, your skin, your immune system, and even your sense of calm. Let's begin with the eyes. One of the most common age-related changes is trouble seeing clearly, especially at night or in dim light. Many seniors notice that reading becomes harder, driving at dusk feels uncomfortable, or eyes feel tired after even short screen time. Carrots help with this in a very simple way. They are full of a compound your body turns into vitamin A, which supports the health of the eyes. It helps your eyes adjust to light, stay moist, and avoid dryness or strain. That's why many of our parents and grandparents used to say, "Eat your carrots and they're good for your eyes." And they were right, but carrots don't stop there. They also support your immune system, helping you fight off colds, infections, and even support healing when you're feeling run down. The same nutrients that help your eyes also protect your skin, keeping it soft, smooth, and less prone to dryness or irritation. Carrots also have a gentle effect on your digestion. Their natural fiber helps clean out the digestive tract, keeping things moving without strain. If you often feel a little slow or backed up, having a small portion of raw or lightly cooked carrot can help your system work more smoothly without needing harsh pills or powders. And here's something truly special. Carrots are a food that can help you feel calmer. Yes, really. Their natural sweetness can satisfy cravings for sugar without causing the sudden energy crash that candy or pastries do. They give your body a soft rise in energy, one that lasts and feels steady. When you're feeling anxious, tense, or low on energy, a few sticks of carrot or a warm carrot soup can be comforting. That's because carrots help balance blood sugar and support a gentle mood. So how can you enjoy them? Carrots are one of the easiest vegetables to add to your meals. You can eat them raw, sliced into sticks, or grated into salad. You can steam, or boil them, mash them, roast them in the oven, or blend them into soups and smoothies. You don't need a large portion. One medium carrot a day, or even just a few times a week, can be enough to give your body steady support. For those with sensitive teeth or digestion, cooked carrots are best. Cooking makes them easier to chew and gentler on the stomach. Just steam them until they're soft, but still bright orange. That means the nutrients are still there. A few tips. Choose bright, firm carrots, not the dry or rubbery ones. Store them in the fridge in a paper towel to keep them fresh. If peeling is hard, scrub them gently instead. The skin holds many nutrients too, and here's something special. Carrot juice, when fresh and not too sweet, can be a gentle, healing drink. Just half a glass is enough. Mix it with a bit of apple or cucumber for a refreshing morning boost. If you're on medication or have very low blood pressure, don't overdo raw carrot juice. Too much can thin the blood or interfere with medications. But in normal amounts, carrots are one of the most body-friendly foods you can enjoy. Carrots are a reminder that health doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes, a little root pulled from the ground holds everything we need. Support for our vision, digestion, mood, and even skin. They grow quietly, in the dark, but when pulled into the light, they shine with color and nourishment. Just like us, growing older doesn't mean fading. It means carrying deep strength, quiet wisdom, and vibrant health if we give our body the right tools. Few foods feel as comforting as potatoes. Mashed, baked, or roasted, they remind us of warmth, family dinners, and simple meals. But when it comes to health, especially for seniors, it's important to take a closer look. White potatoes are one of the most common vegetables in the world. They're cheap, filling, and show up in many forms: mashed potatoes, fries, chips, and even as thickeners in soups. But under that cozy surface, there's a reason they're on today's watch-out list. Here's the thing: white potatoes are very high in starch. Once inside your body, starch quickly turns into sugar, and that can lead to sudden spikes in blood sugar. Just like with corn, this causes problems for seniors dealing with diabetes, weight gain, or inflammation. If you often feel sleepy after a big potato meal, or if you find yourself hungry again soon after eating mashed potatoes, you're not alone. That sugar rush doesn't last, and it can leave you feeling even more tired, sluggish, or foggy than before. Over time, frequent potato-heavy meals can lead to weight gain, higher cholesterol, and even increase the risk of insulin resistance, a condition where your body struggles to manage blood sugar properly. But that's not all. White potatoes are also part of the nightshade family, just like eggplant. This means they can trigger joint pain or swelling in some people, especially those with arthritis or chronic inflammation. If your hands or knees ache after a meal full of potatoes, they could be playing a hidden role. Now, I'm not here to say you must give up potatoes forever. Food should bring comfort, joy, and balance. But I do want you to be mindful of how often you eat them and how they're prepared. For example, fried potatoes, like French fries or potato chips, are often made with cheap oils and lots of salt. This combination is especially hard on the heart, joints, and digestion. Even baked potatoes, when eaten in large amounts or loaded with sour cream and butter, can become more of a burden than a benefit. So what can you do? First, watch portion sizes. Instead of a big bowl of mashed potatoes, try just a few spoonfuls alongside vegetables or lean protein. Focus on balance. Second, consider swapping white potatoes for more nourishing alternatives. Sweet potatoes, for example, offer fiber, antioxidants, and natural sweetness without spiking blood sugar in the same way. Other great options include steamed squash, cauliflower mash, or quinoa, all of which are gentle on the stomach and supportive for overall health. If you do eat white potatoes, here are some tips. Boil or bake them instead of frying. Leave the skin on. It contains fiber and nutrients that slow digestion. Pair with greens or healthy fats to help the body process the starch more gently. It's also helpful to avoid eating them alone. A plate of only potatoes won't give your body the mix of proteins, healthy fats, and fiber it needs to feel full and balanced. But mixed into a well-rounded meal, they can still have a small place. One last note. For people with digestive issues or autoimmune conditions, white potatoes may be especially hard to tolerate. If you feel bloated, sore, or sleepy after meals with potatoes, try taking a break from them for a few weeks. Then reintroduce them once and notice how your body reacts. The truth is, not every food that feels familiar is helping us thrive. And that's okay. Part of healthy aging is paying attention, learning how our bodies change and choosing foods that support us, not weigh us down. White potatoes might seem harmless, but when eaten too often or in the wrong form, they can add to the quiet stress your body is already managing. By making small shifts, choosing more healing routes like carrots or sweet potatoes, you support your digestion, your energy, and your peace of mind. Because aging well isn't about strict rules. It's about kindness, balance, and paying attention to what truly makes you feel good.